Okay, I missing, did Bob Goblin say. You there, tree, give me another gold, did Bob Goblin say. No gold, huh, did Bob Goblin say. Alright, well, give me rocks, ha, where Bob Goblin says. Huh, did Bob Goblin say. Then Bob Goblin said, a horse, then Bob Goblin says. Perk for Bandit Bob Goblin to make us get one. Yeah, horsey. Or when Lola says, let's get back to the Crystal Cave. I'm cold. Where Kai says, you're right. Let's get back to the Crystal Cave. Lola's getting really cold. Or when Wally says, this is harder than I thought. And just like Bob Goblin says, yeah, horsey. Then Bob Goblin said, Then Bob Goblin said, whoa, 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 whoa. Where Bob Goblin says, easy, horsey, easy. Where Bob Goblin says, aha. Where Bob Goblin says, you there, help Bandit Bob Goblin slow this horse down so you throw his lasso. Where Bob Goblin says, use your fingers, tap the lasso. Where Bob Goblin says, got it, easy, horsey. Where Wally says, there it is, normal. Then normal said, huh? Then Wally said, Bob Goblin. Then Wally said, where are you at my house? After Bob Goblin says, it's time for Bandit Bob Goblin. Then Bob Goblin said, you there, drag my bandit close to me. And just like Bob Goblin says, it's time for Bandit Bob Goblin. Where Bob Goblin says, you there, drag my bandit close to me. Where Bob Goblin says, that's much better. Where Bob Goblin says, that's more like it. Where Bob Goblin says, this goblin's called Bandit Bob Goblin. Where Bob Goblin says, wait, just one thing. Then Bob Goblin says, I'm Bandit Bob Goblin, and this is my horse. Where Wally says, Bob Goblin, it's my house. Where Bob Goblin says, nope, this is Bandit Bob's horse. His name is Horsey. Where Wally says, well, your horsey, it's our housey. It's where me and Normal lives. Then Normal said, Then Bob Goblin said, you can't live in the horse? That's so funny. Then Bob Goblin said, plus, can a house do this? Where Bob Goblin says, hey-ya! Then Bob Goblin said, Bandit Bob Goblin. Or when Pepper says, oh, Diamond Tiara! Then Diamond Tiara said, I'm not home. Then Pepper said, yes, we did. We saw you. Where Diamond Tiara says, fine, I'm coming. Where Diamond Tiara says, what do you want? Where Pepper says, Diamond Tiara, you got an invitation. Where Diamond Tiara says, from Marsha. Where Diamond Tiara says, Pepper, I cannot believe it. My niece Marsha's come to visit. Where Marsha says, hi, Auntie Tiara. I can't wait to come and play today. Where Diamond Tiara says, bye, Marsha. Where Diamond Tiara says, oh no, this is terrible. Where Pepper says, what's wrong, Diamond Tiara? I thought you wanted to see Marsha. Where Diamond Tiara says, I do want to see Marsha, but it's just I never played before. Where Pepper says, don't worry, Diamond Tiara, we can teach you how to play. Where Pepper says, you can play at the park. Where Pepper says, follow us. Where Pepper says, how about you can play on the swings or the slide? Where Pepper says, here I go. Then Pepper says, woohoo! Then Diamond Tiara says, why do you keep saying woohoo? And